We are now in phase 2 of Operation No More Overheating Aero Carbonetics AB hood. We're gonna go ahead and take it to the paint shop to get this painted silver. One thing I kind of should have done but didn't get to because of time-sensitive issue where I don't have a car to take to the paint shop. I probably should have started cutting the hood already before it got painted for the latches and to clear the timing cover, but we're gonna risk it and get it painted first and then get cutting. So let's go ahead and head over to the paint shop. We got a bunch of random cars here, Evos, Hondas, but this is the most important thing. But yeah, that's it. We'll see, pick it up in like I think he said 1 or 2 weeks, and hopefully this will look gorgeous once it's all ready and done. Well, look what we have here. Finally back from paint and in my house, and we also got the front end of this car put together. She is looking really pretty. I missed this car, but I have not washed it in like who knows how long. So what today we're gonna do is we're gonna get this hood on this car and also get these hood pins installed. This hood is about, I want to say, 2 days old from paint. So what I should have done, but I couldn't because of scheduling, is I should have cut into this hood first and then send it off to paint. But yeah, like I said, scheduling conflict made it impossible. So I went with these first because I want this paint to harden still. Like it's dry, but you know, like some painters will tell you don't wash or buff your car until whatever, so I just want to give this time to harden. So in the meantime, I'm gonna drill small holes into this hood right here, so I can actually start driving on this hood, because the painter wants to actually buff this out and color sand it so it can blend into the front end more, because as always when you paint a new part, this is going to be shinier than this because of, you know, sun and fading. So he wants to match it better. But in order for me to get to him, I don't want to drive this hood without any hood pins, because the latch that it comes with is actually kind of thin. Most aftermarket hoods will actually come with the metal latch, you know, fiberglassed on, but this is just like a ghetto latch. I'll show you guys later. But yeah, so I want to get hood pins on because I don't want to lose this hood on the freeway. So that's our next step. Let's go ahead and get this on the car and we'll go from there. Okay, as you can see, the hood is now mounted on to, there's a lot of noise going on, hold on. The hood is now mounted onto the frames, yada yada. Let me go ahead and talk about this hood. This hood by no means is a bolt-on affair. There's a lot of modifications that need to be done to this hood, but I think the cooling benefits that you get out of this hood are totally worth the pain in the ass it is to get this to fit. So first off, I'll go ahead and talk about these bolts. Those hinge bolts are actually a smaller size bolt than what OEM comes with. So those are the OEM bolts over there, but as you can see, these hinge bolts are something totally different. Luckily I had 4 of those and I was able to find them and they were perfect. So that's something you should note. Second, there is no hole for the pop rod. So I had to cut one right there, and now I'm gonna have to like reinforce that with some like JB weld or something. So that's another thing to note. And then now you need some sort of hood pins to hold it down, and that's what I'm currently doing right now. As you can see, I got these 2 hood pins set right there. This is where the old rubber grommets used to be for the hood. And I just took them off and placed them there. So now we just gotta find out where these are gonna land on the hood and where to cut. And for that, I'm gonna use the little trick I saw on Mighty Car Mods. Minty freshness. So just like they did, we're gonna go ahead and apply some on the top of the hood pin, just like that. And now we're gonna do the same to the other. And so what that's gonna do is that when we close this hood, it's gonna leave that paste on top of the hood where we need to cut. So let's get going. See if should I do this one hand? Yeah. Let's try it. Okay.
All 98.7 is the best radio station ever.
I like the way it is.
It's a great radio station to listen to.
And I believe they've already touched. And we got one marking there. Oh, he's already had these indentions to where to cut. So there we go. We got our toothpaste marking, and this hood already came with some sort of indentions to where you should cut. So let's go ahead and get cutting. Okay, so holes are marked and holes have now been drilled. These are the bottom end. As you can see, the bottom end, I really didn't care about it being fancy and whatnot because no one looks at these. And so I have them both drilled. I used a Dremel to get these squares, but when it came to the top, I actually used a Christmas tree, one of those Christmas tree drills, and that helped get a nice smooth and circular hole. So let's go see how it looks when it's closed. And here she goes. Boom. And that's how the cookie crumbles. And then you just put these plates over, and then voila. Missing one, hold on. Here we go. Or this one goes the opposite way. And now you have your hook pins installed in this hood. Oh, and this is the cut you have to make for it to clear the timing cover. So doesn't look too tacky, but it's definitely a necessity because I don't like having my timing belt exposed to the elements. So there it is. There's the Carbonetics AB hood. I just realized that AB stands for Andrew Brilliant. And it's been working well actually. Temps are stable even when climbing hills, which is what I needed. But I still plan on upgrading my fans to some 12-inch ball units because I'm having an issue where the fans will kick on strong as soon as the car's turned on, but as you continue driving, they kind of tend to lose their oomph. So I'm just gonna have 2 spall fans wired to one wiring harness and go from there. But other than that, that's how the car looks now.